This next video that I'm going to show you is Governor Whitmer of Michigan. She's the one that put all these gang members and sick people sick with coronavirus in the nursing home in Michigan. And this is what Louder with Crowder was talking about her. She stuck them in there and killed all these elderly people. And she stuck gang members in there from the Crips or Blood, I can't remember which. But she stuck them in the nursing home with those elderly people when, they couldn't defend herself. And this gang member, one of the gang members, beat the shit out of an old man. I mean, beat him pretty good for no reason. And this woman, they attempted to kidnap her. Somebody did. I don't know who was going to kidnap her or whatever and storm the Capitol. But she said that they don't want to be, somebody said they was militias. She said she doesn't call them militias. She calls them domestic terrorists. But yet, she lets Black Lives Matter and Antifa destroy Portland. I mean, destroy her town. Not Portland, sorry. But she don't call Black Lives Matter or Antifa terrorists, which they should be. They should be labeled as terrorists. They're both terrorist groups. They're terrorizing people's neighborhoods. Just the other day, they went into a private home and ransacked it, tore it up. Trashed it. That's terrorists, folks. You are terrorizing the people of the cities you destroy. And this woman backs them because the people in this militia that attempted to kidnap her and ransack the Capitol, terrorists. What? She's all ass backwards. Anyway, we're going to take a listen to it. See what you think.
Earlier today, Attorney General Dana Nessel was joined by officials from the Department of Justice and the FBI to announce state and federal charges against 13 members of 2 militia groups who were preparing to kidnap and possibly kill me. When I put my hand on the Bible and took the oath of office 22 months ago, I knew this job would be hard.
But you are.
But I'll be honest, I never could have imagined anything like this. Thank you to the fearless FBI agents. And thank you to the brave Michigan State Police troopers who participated in this operation, acting under the leadership of Colonel Joe Gasper. I also want to thank Attorney General Nessel and the U.S. Attorneys Burge and Schneider and their teams for pursuing criminal charges that hopefully will lead to convictions, bringing these sick and depraved men to justice.
But she says they're terrorists, but won't call her own people, or her Black Lives Matter and Antifa rioters terrorists. I don't know what her deal is, but something ain't right with this woman.
They are not militias. They are domestic terrorists endangering and intimidating their fellow Americans. Words matter, the governor said in a tweet. On Thursday, federal and state prosecutors charged 13 members of an armed group with planning to kidnap the governor and other violent, anti-government acts as part of an effort to ignite a wider civil war. The group's organizers face felony domestic terrorism charges. Copyright symbol AP. The federal government has charged 6 people with conspiring to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, per newly unsealed court records. Start the day smarter. Get all the news you need in your inbox each morning. Michigan extremists. Here's why the state is a hotbed for armed, anti-government. Multiple news organizations referred to the extremists as Michigan militia members. In the 1990s, several anti-government groups in the state united under the name Michigan Militia, but in recent years, the term has been used for all similar organizations there. Amy Cooter, a senior lecturer at Vanderbilt University, who has studied such groups, told the Detroit Free Press, which is part of the USA Today network. Critics have argued the term militia should not be applied to extremist groups such as the one involved in the plot against Whitmer because it appears to lend them legitimacy. Whitmer herself referred to the alleged domestic terrorist groups as militia groups twice Thursday during a news conference about the alleged plot. Contributing, Frank Witzel, Detroit Free Press. Trump slams Whitmer. President goes on offensive after Whitmer calls him complicit in kidnapping plot. Full screen. 1:13 slides. Copyright symbol Ryan Garza, Detroit Free Press. Left to right, U.S. Senator Kamala Harris of California, Democratic presidential candidate, and former Vice Trump outraged by Democrats' plan to assess president's fitness to The Guardian Politics.
Listen, guys, this Whitmer woman is as evil as they come. Most of the people in that state don't want her. The only ones that want her are the far left and the Democrats. They like her. But she's evil. She lets people ransack stuff. But when it comes to ransacking the Capitol, oh no, you're terrorists. You're all terrorists. Except for BLM and Antifa, which destroys every city they come into. But Louder with Crowder had a thing on her at a rally protesting against her for all she's done to these elderly people. And she's not the only one. You got Como, who killed a lot of people in those nursing homes. A lot of people said he was doing it for population control because his state was losing money. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just what I heard. That's not been proven a fact yet. But this Como and Whitmer and all these other Democrat-ran states stuck their sick, COVID-infected people in nursing homes. That's where a lot of your deaths are coming from. Another thing with this COVID death, if someone is thought to have COVID and they die, they just chalk it off as COVID. They may not have had COVID, but since the COVID was in that area, they say, oh, well, it's COVID. Just mark it down as COVID. That's where most of the deaths are coming from. It doesn't matter what they died from. It's COVID. If COVID's big in that area, they died from COVID without being tested. That's wrong. It shouldn't be allowed. It needs to stop. If you ask me, the flu is just as bad as COVID. But we don't go around chalking it off to the flu every time somebody dies without them being tested first. But these Democrats and these far left liberal dingbats are chalking all deaths up to COVID. Unless you've been shot, of course, but then if nobody's seen you get shot, they'll chalk it up to COVID. Stuff's got to stop, guys. We got to get rid of this Democrat Party. Well, it's not even the Democrat Party no more. It's a witches society of liberal, leftist, dingbat, shit crazy. Oh, I can go on, folks. I can go on with this, but I won't because it gets me mad. These dumb some bitches don't know what the hell they want anymore. I mean, the population don't know what they want because Biden walks back everything he says. You know, if you want to keep your job in fracking, better not vote for Biden. Yeah, he's saying it now. Oh no, I won't end fracking. But before he said he's ending coal mines and fracking, he would find something else for him to do. No more subsidies for those companies. But it's okay for him to go out and spread his lies that harm people. And him and him and Hitler Harris, their lies are going to hurt you because they're making you believe a lie. And once you believe that lie, once it's spoke so many times, it becomes part of reality for you. It's no longer the lie. It becomes truth to you. But in the reality, in the eyes of those who see this, it's still a lie. If you're going to sit there and tell me that Biden and Harris was good for this country, you're believing the lie. Once they get in there, they're going to implement gun bans. They're going to take your guns, outlaw guns. They won't be able to manufacture, sell any more guns in the United States. They're going to implement a mandatory buyback program. And if you don't give your guns back, sell them back, whatever, you're in trouble. You'll go to jail, probably for the rest of your life. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm standing with the NRA. I'm standing with the NGA, all of them. I'm standing with them. I'm a member. And they'll have to pry my gun from my cold, dead hands. And they better hope they can get to me. Because there's a lot of people around that have guns that's going to keep them too. So I'm just telling you, folks, if Trump wins, there's going to be a civil war. If Trump don't win, there's going to be a civil war. Either way, there's going to be violence everywhere. And the big picture is, what side are you going to be on? Are you going to be are you going to be on the side of justice and the Constitution? Or are you going to be on the side of lies, deception, deceit, and evil devil? That's your choice. You have to make it. I've made mine.